power our device, the FL120. The power button is right here. Maybe if I can just remove this, be able to see the power button. It is right here. So I press it. Remember, it is in power. Then if you can see this power light, it shows you that it has powered. Onto the screen, you realize that now it is starting. Just a minute or less, it should be able to load you the home screen, which is its main or default screen that is configured directly from the factory. So this is the main screen where we are going to make our connections. Once you see up here in this top corner where my mouse is, see that the network icon has an X. That means that the IP address which it is running, which is 192.168.1.2, does not really match the IP address of the server. So what you're going to do first is to go to settings. Right, we don't have any password with us, so we just have to click on sign in. Then we come to realize that there is this on the left hand side pane. There is a menu which matches now the content onto the main window. So under set password, you can set the password for logging in to the device. So you can choose yes or no. Then resolution has its resolution. It shows you that there is a VGA. The current selected is VGA 1280 by 720 through an HDMI port. Now remember, I showed you that this device can connect through either VGA or through an HDMI. So right now at the moment I'm connected through an HDMI port which has 720 pixel resolution. While some of other monitors, yes, they are having they are connected through VGA. I will show you how they are. So the procedures which you do here on this very client monitor are the same procedure we have to carry on every monitor. So the biggest thing which you have to check through is the network. That's the biggest purpose. Now our FL120 does not connect wireless, so it only has an option for wired network. If you have VPN settings onto your network, then you can still set them up from here. But for me, I don't have the VPN settings, so I have to only check the settings of the wired network. Then right now you see that the default selected is the dynamic IP, but that's not what I want because I don't have a router. So in this case, I'll have to set static IP addresses. And if you remember, on my server I used a default gateway, and that default gateway will have to be fed right here. If I don't set it, then there will be an error. So I have to set my IP address, which is 192.168.10. Remember, my server runs on .2, and no two computers can have the same IP address. So I'll name this one .3. So then the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Then the gateway is 192.168.10.1. That one has to be the same. Default gateway for that it has to be the same. Then I have to save my settings and then confirm. So automatic connection is showing there. So you just have to it will show you connection to remote host error. Please check if remote host is correct, which is okay. So first go back, and it has failed because the username and password are not these ones. Remember our usernames that we created from the server, from the share terminal of the server. There was user one who we gave also a password. So those settings, they are the ones you have to apply right here. Then you save the changes. So right now, if I click on to connect, I should be able to start the connection. Still saying that remote connection. Please check remote host is correct. Confirm. Yeah, I've seen where the error is coming from. It's because onto this IP address, I'm supposed to put to connect the IP. Or see, there is a remote host, which is connection 1, then IP address. This IP address below is the IP address of the server. So it's the one which I have to type there the IP address of the server is .10.2. That's how I set it onto my server, then I save changes. So right now if I connect, I expect a logon, and it is supposed to be picking the operating system that is installed onto my computer. So right here it will show me that another user is signed in. If you continue, they will be disconnected. Do you want to sign in?